Hi, so today's question is, will the zoning department come out to inspect your home before they okay you for zoning? No. The zoning department will process your application. They will make sure that they do the distance requirement to make sure that you don't have another facility that is within whatever the distance is. I have seen between 600 feet, between 900 feet, and between 1,000 feet, and then between 1,500 feet of your particular location. The way you know which number of feet that your facility needs to be within, your zoning department will tell you. It is different from departments to departments. It is not a one size fit all, like what happens to this person will happen to you. But no, it is an application process that they do. They go over your application. They do not come to your home to inspect before they say yes or no. And typically, they will give you a time frame. Your zoning will be good for a year. Your zoning will be good for 6 months. Or they may say it's a first come, first served type of zoning. And in those cases, it is the scariest because you may not know who else is in the process and will finish. The other thing you should know about zoning is the fact that you can apply for an extension. You just have to make sure that you have started your process and you provide proof that you have started your process. And when it comes to your zoning application itself, there's usually a fee that covers the zoning application, and it usually takes a while for them to process it. So if you are buying a home for assisted living, what you can do is you can make sure that before you purchase the house that the zoning is reserved, and it's different from county to county. So what you can do is you can work with your realtor to make sure they work with the other realtor to make sure that the application is submitted and that zoning space is secured, and that zoning is in fact reserved before you actually proceed with the buying of the home. If you are renting, let's say you are renting a house for assisted living, you just have to make sure that you check the zoning to make sure that you're zoned. But in that case, it's not as risky as when you are buying because you're simply renting. So the process is not so difficult to work with your landlord. The other thing you should know about zoning is respect the time frames. So zoning is very important because it is the only way that you can get your facility where you're trying to get it. And so don't rely on the extension, because sometimes, yes, you can apply for an extension. Sometimes there's a cap as to how many times they will extend you before you have to do a whole new application and start the process over. And sometimes, worst case scenario, that someone else, have been trying to get the space and then they end up getting it and then you didn't. So respect time frame, respect the zoning, but no, the zoning department will not come to your house to inspect before they give you the approval letter. We are going to go over the different departments that will come out to do their inspections. By all means, they will come out to do their inspections, and zoning will sign off on some of your paperwork. But initially, your initial zoning application to reserve your zoning for that particular location, they will not come out to do a physical inspection, okay? Hope this helped. My name is Carline Cadet Francois, and I am here to help you with all things assisted living, navigating licensing, finding the right home for your loved one. And also, I do plan events. I have an ALF Caregiver Conference coming up. If you have not registered for it, you do not want to miss this event. Go to my website where you can learn more, okay? Let me know if you have any questions. If you have anything that you want me to cover, drop it in the comments, and I'll be sure to make a follow-up video in responding to your questions, okay? Have a good day. Talk soon.